The last one. The last track on the album it was another one that went through many iterations. The song is called ROZ, the Mother. And originally, I mean, it's really about the divine feminine. We were kind of thinking like maybe it's about like Venus, or maybe which kind of is what it is. It's sort of about Venus. Maybe it's about Aphrodite. Maybe it's who is it about? Whatever. And we kind of landed on it's about the divine feminine. Now something really interesting happened though. Also, Rose is rose quartz. It's literally called Rose in Greek, so it's kind of the least interesting title, but it's one of the coolest songs. I wrote this song front to back 5 times. Like instruments, lyrics, everything. I kept doing it over and over and over because it just wasn't right. For whatever reason, it didn't sound right. It didn't feel right. I would literally follow a thread all the way to the end and then just be like, no, that's not it. I don't know why, but that's not it. Mm-hmm. We knew, being that this song was about the mother or the divine feminine, that this was going to be our quote unquote soft song, which we don't
have soft songs.
There's no soft song on the album,
but it's pretty.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be the pretty one,
it's
the melodic
vibey
one. Yeah. And so, I was writing it, and then it was just the wrong vibe. It never was right. And I had the idea maybe let's get weird with it. Maybe it can be melodic and pretty, but let's also make it irregular and weird. So it's a weird time signature and all this stuff. The music is what it is. But the interesting thing that happened was with the lyrics. Because this was another one that I felt I had to write it. Like I said, I wrote it 5 different times. And for whatever reason, on the last one, I just started getting downloads. Oh, by the way, this entire EP is downloads. The music is all literally just, it would just come to me. I would hear it, I would record it, it was downloads. These lyrics, they just started flowing out of me. And I just wrote it, and I wrote it fairly quickly. And then I kind of sat back and read the lyrics at the end, and I was like, this is about Ryan's dad. I was like, this isn't even about a specific goddess or entity, or I was like, this is literally about Ryan's dad.
Now here's the funny thing. This is not anything Nick has ever said to me yet.
No. But you didn't know that.
I didn't know that, but this is what I wished it would be because of the lady. But I never told you that, did I?
You did. You told me. You were like, maybe one of them could be about the lady and my dad and all this stuff. And I was like, I mean, maybe, but we're trying to do the mythology thing or whatever. But but
I let it go.
Yeah, and it had to be that way. It had to. It just came through me that way. So you don't know the lyrics yet.
I haven't heard the lyrics.
Right, yeah.
That's the last one.
We're recording this before the album is out, but you guys, it's coming out just after the album is out. But the lyrics are about someone, a protagonist, a man who is at his wit's end. He is desperate. He feels like he is spread thin. That's one of the lyrics is spread thin. The dissonance is imminent. I'm feckless, summing up to nothingness. He's like, he just feels worthless. He's like, I just can't do it anymore. And then the lyric is, I know, what if I grow? I know, what if I grow, but what if I don't? It's like he's just full of doubt, and he doesn't know where he's at in life, and he feels like a failure, and he's just so down on himself. The chorus is, the lyric is, it's all too much, it's become a trudge, sing me to sleep, because he just wants it to be over. He's done. He doesn't want it anymore. It's too much. It's all too much for him. He's over it. He wants to die. He really does. And then in that moment of desperation, that final cry out, sing me to sleep, finish it, I'm done, the lady appears before him and tells him, you can't stop. This is too important. You're too important. You're worth it. You're a being of light. You're a being of love. You haven't failed anything. You haven't failed at anything because your true mission is to spread love and light. So you just keep doing what you're doing, and it's gonna work. It's going to come together. It's all gonna be fine. And it's the protagonist is like gripping with that, like, okay, so what does this mean? Like, what am I supposed to do with this information? Like, what, and is still kind of having, like, is very encouraged by this, but is still like, why me? Like, why me? Why does this matter? Why, whatever. And is continuing to be encouraged by the lady, the mother, the divine feminine. And is reinforcing, like, I'm telling you, like, this is too important for you to give up. You can't give up. I won't let you give up. Like, you're too important to me. Like, you're not allowed to give up. And in the end, he realizes that, when it gets, like, super heavy at the end, that's because he's still grappling with, like, yeah, but why me? What is this all about? And she's like, I'm telling you, you have a job to do.
This is your burden.
Get out there, shut up, don't be down on yourself. This is too important. Like, that's where that really, really heavy part is. And then the big crescendo, the big finish of the song is this really, like, equal parts beautiful. It brings it back to the chorus, but it's like a heavier version of the chorus. And it's because the protagonist is finally filled with power and drive, and they get it. They finally get it. And dude, I was freaking out when I read it because I was like, I did not mean for this to be about the lady or Chris Bledsoe, but it is.
You almost made me cry there.
Dude, it wasn't me, man. It just came through me.
This is my first time hearing any of this.
Yeah.
Like, over 6 months ago, I was like, dude, it'd be cool if we made it about the lady. And he was like, I kind of want to make it about Venus. And I was like, respect. Like, that's totally cool.
Yeah. I've been saving this information for this episode.
That's amazing. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I never heard that.
Now I really can't wait to hear the finished product now, which by the time this is out, I will.
Yeah.
But, we're recording like 3 weeks before this episode airs or something like that. And we have like the finishing touches to put on it right now in the present. So
I'll literally
that's exciting.
I'll have the full EP completely done and submitted in the next like 72 hours. Like
amazing.
It'll be done like in the next 3 days. I need like 6 hours of work and it's done.
That's badass, dude.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm super excited. But yeah, that was just I didn't expect it. I didn't see that coming. I didn't intend for that. It just happened.
Wow.
It just came out like that, and it was about.
Dad
your
will
dad.
probably like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
He'll appreciate that.
Yeah, and so that's the whole album. That's Mythos.
That's a great place to end it, I think.
Yeah.
And
so that's the last song
so
of the
for
EP.
those out there who enjoyed this, thank you very much. Please follow our TWICEBÅRN socials. I think on Instagram it's TWICEBÅRN Band. Let me confirm that.
It is TWICEBÅRN Band.
Okay, TWICEBÅRN Band. You'll know it's us. It's also, if you follow me on Instagram personally, you'll see a link in there. Make it easier for you. Check us out. If you're not really into metal music, but you want to support us, tell your friends who are into metal music.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. We know that.
Of course.
But it's our passion. We're not ashamed of, who we are and what we're into, and we're having fun with it. And
oh yeah, this is like our passion. So yeah, it's on all streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So if you feel like it, give it a listen. If it's not your thing, yeah, tell your friends about it. We put a lot of love, a lot of work into this, and we're stoked on it. And we're about to get to work on whatever the next project is, which Mr. Jeremy Bledsoe is going to be front-manning. He's going to be taking the lead, which...
that's going to be so fun because he has...